Okay, I think the stream title might be wrong even though I changed it. But anyway, we'll just move past that, it'll be all good. Alrighty. Welcome to the ORL preseason race number 1 for season 4. I'm sadly not joined by anyone in the comms box today because your usual man, the myth, the legend, J-Man is actually going to be out on track. I've actually got to send him an invite. Oh, I might have got in anyway. Anyway, he is racing, but this is our first official, I guess, league sort of race for F1 23. Obviously, the 10v10 yesterday. It was a league event, but it was a League v League, so it wasn't, you know, your typical ORL stuff. Didn't have all the ORL drivers. And I'm just going to quickly turn up the game because it's a bit quiet. That should do the trick. Yeah, that seems to be doing the trick. Anyway, so a couple of actually, I don't know if we have any new names in this race. Oh yeah, we do have Primo GT in the Ferrari, and that I think is the only new name here. Maybe a Pocket, but I don't think so. But we also do have the new layout at Spain. But here we go for the first flying lap on board of F1 23 in ORL DRS Open with the new layout. This should be interesting. New game, new physics. Will it be the same old order, or will we see some new pace setters this season? Okay, down to third, then back up to gear 4. There's a lot of traction on this game. Now flat out through the right-hander, cut it tight across to save as much time as possible. Now braking just before the 50-meter board. Hook it around in 4th gear, get on the throttle, use all the track. Pocket failed to do that. Now on the brakes for this left-hander, understeers quite a bit, but he gets it down to 2nd. Back on the throttle, manages to not understeer too badly and not lose too much time. Now this left-hander, you've got to be fully committed, and he is fully committed. Touches that sausage curb, could go wrong. Now on this game, flat out round this right-hander, at least with a setup. I don't know how many people will be running setups in this today, but there should be quite a few now braking in between the 100 and the 50 board, so about 75 meters. Now short shifting up to 3rd. Now hook it double right, and now we're going to run into the new layout. So not braking into the chicane, flat round here, and keep absolutely committed onto that sausage curb. Should be flat around the final corner with a good setup. A Pocket does lift though. Now to the line, it's going to be a 1 minute 12.5. So that is a very nice lap. Now to our Division 2 champion of last season on a lap here in the McLaren as Primo GT goes provisional pole by 4/10 on the soft compound tyres. Vipermon should be one of the pacers. I've raced him a couple of times before this in socials on F1 23, and he did some very solid lap times. Sparks goes P3 in the other Red Bull. Now holding 4th gear, yeah, that's more like it there. Normally you hold 4th gear. Now hard on the throttle, braking down to 3rd. On the throttle again, short shift to 4th, and make sure you get that traction, even though you shouldn't have to worry too much. And Vipermon should have a setup, so it should be flat around there, but he gets blocked by the McLaren. And his teammate, all over the road, screws him over, and he still sets the exact same time as Kizzy. I've never seen this before, as Dat Boy Connor gets disqualified. I have never seen anything like this before. They both did a 1 minute 12.109. Ladies and gentlemen, get your screenshots going because that is really a once a season thing. Maybe even a once every season thing. As Toto now getting ready to go for a flying lap because he definitely isn't on one. If he is, he's all over the road. He might be on one as he has his battery going, so we'll see what lap time he does get to the line. Flat through the right, obviously. It looks very messy though, so it's not going to be anything special, but it's still going to be a 1:11.9 provisional pole from the Mercedes driver. Now, dead heat beginning a lap, down to 4th gear, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to take a drink of water. I forgot to take one before I start the stream. I'm not sure if they're going to just change the camera view. We've been staring at that onboard for a very long time. So let's take a look of the offboard. Obviously, the game looks absolutely fantastic, but my PC, obviously not the biggest fan of this game. so I have to run at minimum graphic settings, so sorry if it does look just a tiny bit bad. Oh no, don't say the stream froze. No. Hold on. Sorry, I've just gotten a message on Discord saying the stream froze. I hope it didn't. Yep, the screen's just black. You guys have been missing all of that. God fucking damn it. Sorry, guys. Now, can you see it now? Check OBS. Yeah, should be working. Yep, there we go. We got there eventually. Thanks for the guys on Discord for telling me. As I guess we'll go to Webbo. Sorry, I'm just gonna. Yeah, alright, cool. We're all set up. Sorry guys, that's my bad. I should have been reading Discord earlier. Okay, so I think Webbo is on a lap. Yes, he indeed is. Through the right-hander, this dodgy, crappy onboard that I don't know, I don't understand. Why does it give you this camera angle? It sucks. Anyway, he's going very, very slowly, so this isn't going to be anything special at all, but it is a lap time, and a lap time's better than no time, and it sets in P14. Melbourne Mac must have bottled. The man, the miss, has not gone out yet, so maybe he's gone for a one and done. Bremer on an out lap. We'll go of Noah in the Alpine. Let's see. Hard braking into turn 1 with the DRS open. Get across to the right and then slam on the throttle to the left-hand side. Flat out around here. Just make sure the car sticks. Obviously, it should stick with nearly every single setup on this game that is to offer. As now, he is nearly a tenth up. He is 70 milliseconds up on his time, as hard on the brakes at the 50 meter board or wherever the racing line tells you. Primo GT does a 1:11.6, beating Toto. Toto is on an outlap though, so we'll see who the pace setters are, because these are still only the second runs in qualifying. You should be able to get 3 flat out around here. Look at that Alpine on rails, but he runs out wide, and that is not ideal. As Kia plays, no, Bremer, we'll go Bremer. I remember Bremer is on a lap. There we go, Bremer on a lap up to 8th gear, purple in Sector 1. So he is absolutely flying if he can just hook up the rest of this lap. Already used a lot of his battery though, so maybe potentially screwed up his first flying lap. And no, he spun into the wall and he's out of the session! So, first crash of F1 23 ORL. J-Man now is out on track, which is very nice to see. And this is the exact camera angle he'll be seeing stuff at, as he is a TV pod offset player. So we'll go to Toto, and then we'll go to J-Man and watch his lap. We'll see what the Season 1 Division 1 champion pace is looking like on F1 23. But for the moment, we're looking at the Mercedes. The W14, as it will, still has no side pods in this version of the game, but should be updated soon. Now, absolutely committed through the left, tap the inside curb, and then slam the throttle as fast as you possibly dare. And now, flick the steering wheel to the right. Hope the car's going to grip. It does grip for Toto. Now, DRS open. You can see with such high downforce, the DRS does barely open, but it does do a lot on this game. As through the left, through the new turn 10. Well, not really new. It's been around since 2021, but it's new for the case of the F1 games. Only been around for a year. And now the completely new section, flat out through the final 2 corners. We'll go on board to the line. Very nice. This should be provisional pole. No, it isn't. It's a 10th off, not even. As now we'll go down to J-Man, your usual Division 2 primary commentator, followed by me as the sides. Now I get to commentate over the man, the myth, as he goes purple in Sector 2. I somewhat don't believe that, but we'll have to see what J-Man is cooking up here. Obviously, controller with the new precision drive track. I can't speak. Precision drive technology is obviously a lot quicker this year, but it's still not. It's pretty good. I've tried it, and he goes P12 just behind his old Division 2 driver Milan back in his home in Aston. Sorry, I just lost all my words there. As it looks like Sleppy, no, not on a lap. Pocket, not on a lap. Kizzy, not on a lap. Vipermon, not on a lap. Toto, not on a lap. Mickey, potentially? Yeah, Mickey beginning a lap now in the Alpine. Will go on board. Hard braking, and he nearly gets impeded by the Ferrari, and he actually can't spot the apex there because of the Ferrari, and has to turn in a bit late, so that would have probably lost him. Half a tenth to a tenth. There's yellow flags going on all over the track, but not to worry, as this is only qualifying, as he's still nearly 2 tenths up on his time, as flat now and hard on the brakes at the 50 meter board. Second gear, turn it in, short shift to third on the exit. No TC, very easy this year. I have a feeling Mickey might be on no TC, should be. Turn it to the left, not carried a lot of speed through there, but it seems good enough to carry a decent momentum now. Flat out 6th gear, you can actually shift up to 7th, still make it now. DRS open and coming into turn 10. Hard on the brakes, down into 3rd gear, on the throttle now. How's he doing? Senna's P2, by the way, I forgot to mention that. Well, I actually didn't see it, as Mickey cooking up a storm here, it looks like, on this lap. He's going quite fast. He did make a few mistakes, that might not be your fastest time, you'll see. He lifts off a little bit. Should be a 1 minute 12, a 0.4 puts him P9. So nothing spectacular, but nothing bad. As Melbourne Mac, your Division 1 commentator usual, goes across the line and doesn't really do anything that great. Obviously, he's Div 1 this season, so not going to be able to commentate for the old Div 1 guys. Obviously, this is a mixed grid here for the preseason race. We don't split the preseason races into divisions. We just plot the attendance out and see who wants to do it, as Kia plays up on his or her time by 2 tenths. Hard on the brakes, down to 3rd. Looking to push quite hard here. Obviously, it looks fairly hooked up as Primo's going out for his final run now, as will a couple of the drivers, I'm sure. Kia pushing to the absolute limit here now. Flat round there. Shifts up to 7th. That actually sounds like a lift, so probably not ideal there on the timing screens, but should still be an improvement. Down to 3rd. Short shift to 4th. Runs out wide, and that's going to cost them at least 3 tenths. And that is really upsetting there, but should still be an improvement, because their first time was only a 12.6, so we'll have to see. As PRT Senna with an 11.4 in the Alfa Romeo sets provisional pole, and Kia does a 1 minute 12.3, still 4 tenths to find in that on a final run. So, Senna, the 2 Alfa Romeos, doing quite well actually for themselves. And that Alfa Romeo obviously looks very, very good this season. The black and dark red, obviously, on that Alfa Romeo, iconic as ever, looking very nice. I can't wait to be driving this thing, obviously, as the Alfa Romeo TP for the 2nd season in a row. But here we go, Primo GT. Oh, all out of shape, and that's going to throw away their lap. Yeah, they've backed out. So that was a very close start there. I'm actually just watching a replay on my phone because of the stream delay. Yeah, that was huge. As a Pocket now on a lap, pushing very hard, a 10th up. So these are the tenths that count. Obviously, even if he improves a 10th, he moves up a place to P5. And over the course of the lap, a Pocket should find more in that Red Bull. Obviously, equal performance, so the Red Bull doesn't have a massive advantage like in real life. So you actually do have to try when driving this car on the F1 game. Now, flat round there. Short shift up to 7th. Well, it's not really a short shift. You do rev the car out. And now braking. He gets it rotated, runs out just a little bit wide there, so probably not completely ideal, but should still carry them a nice minimum speed and a nice exit speed. Now flat out as Milan's out of the session, and that is a crash. So that's really not ideal, and I think that's, Kia plays out of the session as well, so crash is going on left, right, and centre. Pocket goes P4. Primo GT, on another lap it seems. As just look at the turn-in on the new F1 game. Just so on rails. No battery on a flying lap is interesting, and the turn-in very aggressive there. And that should have caused understeer, but it didn't. Okay, then. Driving very weird is Primo. And yeah, it's because they're coming in. Okay, coolio. Toto now on a lap, so we'll go on board with the Mercedes for his final flying lap. And let's get the telemetry on, and let's see what Toto can cook up here. He is in the fight for pole. He only needs to find, what, 4/10, not even, to get onto provisional pole. So let's see, on his final lap here, he's going to back out because he got traffic. So we'll go to Vipermon, who is a 10th up. We'll go off board, but with the telemetry on. A Pocket out of the session. So drivers off left, right, and centre at this new layout. Obviously, also could just be people retiring in the pits, but I don't know. Haven't been really paying attention here as Vipermon. See, look at the telemetry, completely flat on the rails. The McLaren only wishes it could do this in real life, but luckily we have the sim to do it proud. But Vipermon still down on his time. He's going to have to cook up a final sector of dreams. Down to third, hits the second apex. He did run wide here on the last lap that I went on board with him with. So if he can just pin it here, he should still improve. What's he going to do to the line? Holds it flat around the final corner. He's going to do a 1:11.9. Doesn't improve in positions, but it is an improvement. Sparks now already crossed the line. Mickey to the line. Improves. No, he's starting his lap now. It's just a delta glitch. I'll turn off the telemetry here. Mickey will be looking to improve. Obviously, this isn't where he'd want to be, but he is... I do think he has more pace than he's letting off here, but obviously he might not have a setup and things like that. On the brakes, 6,000, I mean not 6,000, 600th up on his time, and he backs out. We'll go to J-Man now on his final lap, and no, he's got into an incident! I wonder who with. It was SNF Wolf in the Haas. That is unfortunate as Wolf picks up a grid penalty, but we've got to move on now. Toto improving on his time, not by a lot though, so I don't think he'll be able to get pole, but will he be able to move up past Primo in P2? Will he be able to set the order for him being P2 at least, flat out run around this final section? This is impressive from Primo because at least right now, he's in the Div 2 pool, as Toto does a 1:11.562, and he does go P2. So he's definitely hooked that up nicely, though. Sleppy coming to finish his flying lap. Will he be able to move up into the top 6? He cuts that corner, and no, he's not going to improve at all. He's all over the place. Mickey bails out of his lap. Melbourne Mac bails out, and obviously J-Man had that incident. So, PRT Senna picking up pole in the Alfa Romeo, so that is a very strong pre-season showing, at least in qualifying, but we still have the race to go, where we'll see who, I reckon anybody in at least the top 10 should be fighting for this win, and stranger things have happened in ORL before, where we see a driver coming from absolutely nowhere. So we'll have to see what we see cooking up on the group. So, your pre-season race 1 pole time is a 1:11.477. So, obviously, we do have a Spain round at some point during the next season, so we'll see how that does stack up in Div 2 and Div 1 next season. Well, for the actual season, Toto P2, Primo P3 out of nowhere, Pocket P4, Vipermon P5, Kizzy rounds out the top 6, Sleppy P7, Ovnoa P8, Kia Blaze P9, Sparks P10, Mickey P11, SNF Wolf P12, but has a grid penalty, so that'll move J-Man up to P13. And I'll run you through the rest of the grid. There's no formation lap, so we'll actually have to see how lap 1 goes. So, first, lights out and Sparks is disconnected. Oh no. Oh no, Sparky! That's a rip. I'll try to get him back in here. Let's get Sparkadoodle back in, hopefully. Where's Sparky? He's not online for me, so I won't be able to see what transpires there. So anyway, our first 5 red lights for ORL, I guess technically for Season 4. Should get underway soon, but it is pre-season. As now, we are on the grid for 5 red lights in ORL for Season 4 pre-season. And it's lights out, and away we go. Senna gets off to a decent start. Toto gets a bit of a stinker though. A Pocket coming out of nowhere with an absolutely amazing start on the hard tyres. Who's going to lead into turn 1? It's going to be Senna. A Pocket moves up into P3. Primo right around the outside on the hards. They're still going side by side. And there we go. Vipermon holds P5. Sleppy up into P6. Sleppy now up into P5 side by side with Vipermon. There's a spin at the back. I don't know who by. I'll take a look, and that is a full course caution versus safety car to close off the action on lap 1. Mickey's had an incident with Wolf, and Webbo also far down, and the Haas of Dead Heat has no front wing. So it's all kicking off here, and it looks like the Delta is very, very slow. And everything goes on at Spain turn 1, I swear, as Bremer off the track then drops down to P14. It is a 35% race, by the way, so we are trying out the new race distance. 23 laps is a very nice amount, and it's a full course yellow now. It has been upgraded to full course yellow. So, this is our first safety car, technically, of Season 4. Obviously, this saves the drivers without those front wings, and obviously helps the softer tyre runners out because they can save their tyres even longer, like Toto, who decided to go into the mediums. And now we will take a look on who's on what tyre. So you have Senna on the hards, Toto on the mediums, and then Primo and Pocket on the hards. Then you have Vipermon down in P5, holding his position on lap 1 very nicely. Obviously, he is very clean and is on the mediums. Sleppy on the mediums moves up. I think he moved up a position. Kia up into P7. Kizzy on the mediums. Kizzy and Noah on the hards. Melbourne Mac rounds out the points on the mediums. J-Man P11 moving up places in the world already on the medium. Sparks on hards. Bremer decided softs. That's very interesting. Mickey on the hard compound. Datboy Connor on the mediums. Milan on the mediums. Dead Heat on the hards. Webber on the mediums, and Wolf getting his tyres changed onto the hards. Let's take a look at position change. So you have Sleppy up 1 position, Kia plays up 2, Melbourne Mac up 4, J-Man up 1, Sparks down 2, Bremer up 5, Mickey up down 3, Connor up 4, and then everybody else is down. So you have Milan down 3, Dead Heat down 1, Webbo down 3, SNF Wolf down 2. So, what safety car is it today? It is the Mercedes AMG safety car. Must say the Alfa Romeo on board looks very good. No bias there, so does the Mercedes. I think every car actually has got it pretty well right. I think the Alpha Tower is my least favourite because of that big red thing that screws up the colours. I actually think the rest of the cars on the grid actually look pretty good this season. So the hope is obviously the new layout of Spain can create some better racing, so we'll have to see how that conspires or transpires. Obviously it should give a better run onto the straight with less dirty air. Sparks is begging me for an invite, but when I go to my friends list, he does not show up. I'm just going to tell him you're offline. It's the only thing I can do. Did he? Obviously, yes, there is in-game red flags, but it's a safety car right now. Anyway, so safety car is in this lap, so we'll get our first safety car restart, technically, of the pre-season. And we'll have to see how this does go. Sparks now back into the session, luckily not by me, obviously, because he wasn't showing up. But let's see, when we'll send a bolt with this new layout, it could be interesting to see if people bolt before the final corner, during it, or after it. He's going to bolt just before it, and he gets a very good restart. Jumps about a tenth to Toto. Primo also was pretty slow to react, 4 tenths back. A pocket all over the back of him. Particularly doesn't have the line, though. Primo gaining on Toto, but not quite enough. Let's see. There's the McLaren and the Alfa Romeo going side by side of Sleppy and Vipermon. Sleppy on the outside now tries to go for the switchback. Vipermon holding in position. This is almost like lap 1 all over again. But once again, Vipermon holds the position. Is there anybody else going side by side? There's an Aston Wide. It's Milan and he spun around. And that's a massive crash with Webbo. And that's another safety car almost straight away. Oh, that was huge. I saw him run wide and he just couldn't hold it together. I'm actually going to make sure red flags are on. They should be on. I don't know if they're allowed in 35% races. Yep, they're on increase. But anyway, another safety car. So, nothing much to go on about for the moment. Nothing much that I hadn't already said during the other safety car. My game's only running like, it's running like 70 FPS. Let me try something, because obviously, seeing as I am streaming, I'll see what the graphics settings are like, because custom obviously saves when you go back. So we'll go, I'll try high. Hopefully this doesn't crash anything. There you go, guys. They're not on ultra high, but they do look better, I must say. As there's the safety car. Senna jumped it though, so now they've got like a overtake the safety car situation. They've got to get past it. Now, I'm not even on ultra high setting. Just look how good this game looks, man. Like, seriously. The new color reshade looks fucking phenomenal. Now, they are allowed to go very fast to catch the safety car. Now, that was very cheeky of Senna jumping the safety car there. Because now they get to go back around. And keep their tyres up to temp for longer. So, 1 DNF so far being Milan. Unlucky to be the first DNFer of the preseason and technically of the entirety of Season 4. But hopefully that isn't a fortune of what to come. Oh, there's two double DNF and it's a red flag. It was Connor and SNF Wolf. And this is our first red flag. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't even get to see the incident, so it's interesting. So the commentator just gets a black screen while everybody else sorts out their new strategy. Obviously, this means people can get their mandatory stop done, but it's too early to do that, I do think. So now we're going to come to 5 red lights, once again after the red flag. And what on earth is going on? It's lights out and away we go. Senna jumped the start though. So did a pocket. AMS Toto will now be leading the race. But Premo is going to go for a move into turn 1 for the provisional lead. Toto holds it together. Vipermon going side by side with the Mercedes of Bremer. Bremer moves up to P7. He's up 11 positions in this Grand Prix. This is looking absolutely fantastic for Bremer. There's a Justin Martin round us J-Man and there's a massive crash. That is 6 or 7 cars around, slow on track. Oh my word. That is huge. I've never seen anything like that. Commentating any ORL race ever. That was like a 7-car pile-up. And cars all the way down to Kizzy have been slowed down from that incident. So that is going to spread the field out. And obviously, Apokic and Senna have drive-through penalties. Premo going for a move on Toto right around the outside. They're going to go side by side. This is for the provisional race lead. And Premo is going to pull off the move right around the outside. So, what a move that is from Premo. Now, Toto will be looking to get him back. He's in the gravel, though. And that'll lose him quite a lot of time. His teammate Bremer already on the back of him in P5. This is phenomenal from Bremer. Moving up so many positions. Premo does a 1 minute 23 on the marbles. Goes Bremer there. You can see it on his tyres. And this is some absolutely phenomenal racing, but also quite a lot of carnage. Webbo picks up a track limits penalty. Vipermon also looking to get involved. Bremer all over the back of Toto here. Going to go up the inside, gets on the power, nice and early. The two Mercedes going side by side at Spain. Flashbacks to 2016 going on right here, but they haven't crashed quite yet, and they both crash! Oh no! They're both in the wall. Bremer may be getting a bit too excited on that one, and Toto also picks up a 5-second time penalty. Wow. As Toto's just going to reset the track. That is purely unlucky. Some omen about Mercedes I guess. Oh, there we go. Kia Plays nearly went up the inside of Dead Heat there, and he's all out of shape. As now, here we go. Senna serving his drive-through penalty will drop all the way down the field of Noah out of this race. Now, at, what is that, turn 1? I think he tried to retire in pits. Yep, so Senna dropping down the field now. Premo, after Pocket serves his, will move up into provisional P1. Vipermon, it's going to be P2, and that is, wow, that's the AI driver of the Alpine of Noah's car. All over the place. So yeah, Vipermon already looking to get provisional P2, but a lot of drivers might have served their provisional. Let's check. I'll see who did their provisional pit stop. How about that? Yep, everybody went to new tyres. Vipermon, massive drift. Only the hard tyre runners, I'm pretty sure, can make it to the end, though. I don't think medium tyres will be able to make it to the end. I don't think, at least. So some drivers may have to pit. We'll have to see. Let's see. Here we go. Sleppy and... oh, Dead Heat's round. And he has a server drive-through. And he gets disqualified from the section for going the wrong way. Oh, no. As, that is the Alpine of Mickey about to fight Sparks. A Pocket, though, serving his drive-through now. Here we go. Senna. Good exit. Used all of his battery, though. Typical Senna, though. In the DRS, there's a car exiting the pit lane. It's a Pocket. He's going to go side by side with Senna. Who's going to get the move? And there we go. Senna around the outside gets the position on a Pocket. Here we go. Sparks on Mickey. This is the closest fight on track with J-Man lingering in the background. No, it's actually not the closest fight. There's a good couple of fights here. This train here is Kia. Might look down the inside on Vipermon. No, backs out at Vipermon. I mean, Webbo. Sorry, not Vipermon. Vipermon's in P2. Webbo all over the road. Nearly takes out the Ferrari. Senna's onto the grass. They're 3 wide. Senna's smarter than that. Backs out. They're still going wide. Webbo off the track. Gonna take out Senna. And that is absolute carnage kicking off here. And Senna's lost his wing. Webbo. Senna's retired. Oh, no. No. Oh, my God. Sleppy. Barely avoiding the non-ghosted car. Senna leaves the race. This is going all wrong for a lot of the drivers here. Webbo just went all over the road and caused a massive incident. A Pocket, though, in the DRS of Kia Plays. Will we actually see a clean little battle going on here between these two? And Kia squeezes him to the grass, but a Pocket going to go right around the outside. Will he get the move done? Hard on the throttle now with the new traction. Kia Plays, looks for the double switchback. That's not super effective anymore, and he has to lift off at the flat-out right-hander, and that's a move done for a Pocket. Yeah, I'm gonna check Discord. Give me a sec. I think this might be a restart here, guys. Sorry I'm missing out on the racing. I'm just, a couple of guys are asking for a restart because of a glitch. I'm just seeing what this glitch is. As Pocket and Kia Plays are battling it out here in the new Spain layout. But I am actually going to move to Sparks, who's right on the back of Webbo here. Will hopefully go for a move with the DRS open. DRS not gaining because Webo seems to be running very, very low wings for Spain. As a pocket really close behind, Kia nearly goes for a move, pulls to the outside. So here we go, Pocket pulls to the inside. And move done before the braking zone. So hold on, J-Man, Sparks and Webo all very close together here for a nice little fight train. As Toto also on the back here, looking, but not in the DRS yet. J-Man potentially getting close behind Sparks. Yeah, we won't be restarting. J-Man smashes into the back of Sparks and Sparks gets loose. Spins around. Toto now on the back of J-Man. So this should be an interesting fight. So the wise old head, the season 1 champion. Actually, no, I'm going to go to Kia. He's right behind a pocket. No, never mind. Sleppy's out of this race. Let's see where he crashed. Oh, he's just crashed over there. Alrighty. So let's see. J-Man gets it a little bit wrong. Toto up the inside into the final corner. Squeezes J-Man wide. They're going to go side by side. They both have the DRS. J-Man not with similar straight line speed to Toto. Toto should get the move done here. J-Man won't go for a dive bomb quite that big. As now Toto all over the back of Webo here. There's a Ferrari slow on track as well. I think it's Kia plays. And there's yellow flags from Mickey as well at the final corner. It's potentially a spin there. Will Toto go for a move down the inside of Webo? Yes, he will. What an absolute dive bomb there from Webo. Pushes Webo off the track and Webo's put Toto in a wall. Ay, 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 man. This is... okay. Really not a great showing of our racecraft tonight. Jesus Christ. Christ almighty, man. I'm getting called on Discord. Hold on, let me go do not disturb. No, it's still going through. Toto, stop calling me. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, guys, it's a red flag. So people are just gonna DNF from the race. We'll restart that way. Just call the person who isn't DNFing. You guys will be able to hear this, it's fine. Okay, it has to be a new lobby. Oh no, never mind. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, sorry, that's a massive bug and I wasn't even aware because people were just yelling at me in the Discord chat's red flag, but I fucking had no clue what for, so I wasn't just gonna red flag shit for no reason. Okay guys, this is not your result by the way. Okay, so everyone who wasn't DNF'd before the red flag. So we're gonna go. Where? Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so I need to invite those people. Alright. So Toto invited. Sparks invited. Kizzy invited. Senna. Melbourne Mac. Primo. Wolf. Slappy. Vicomon. Webbo. Grandma. Pocket. Obnar. Okay, everybody is invited. Okay, we're gonna have to do another 25%. not getting any people, guys. There was like 18 drivers. Or 17 drivers left. Alright, I guess we're going. Rightio. Well, we're running random order too, so because I didn't have time to set it up because the guy's just ready to. I don't know. This shouldn't really be going ahead. Why? Fuck it. 10-person grid, 17 laps, and it's lights out, and away we go. Toto somehow now in the Alpine, up into P2, obviously from this restart. Premo all the way at the back in P10. They're going 4 wide into turn 1. Kizzy holds the lead. There's a massive crash! And somehow no damage. What am I seeing? Why is there still no damage? What the fuck? As Kizzy and Toto are going side by side. I'm so confused, man. Anyway, Toto in the lead. I'm so confused. Hold on. Yep, Slappy. Is that damage or no? He's just retired. So I guess damage is bugged. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is Senna is P8 looking for a move. Premo up into P3 gets the move done, and there's lag all over the place. Melbourne Mac is out. Yeah, it's bugged. Great game. I'm going to turn my graphics back down, by the way, guys. Because I have a feeling this will end up getting red. Oh, here we go. Premo and Kizzy side by side, final corner. Premo move done. Who will hold this position though? Jesus, yeah, there's a bug. It's bugged again. Sorry guys, this is really shit. Yeah, it's bugged, man. Yeah, yeah, sorry guys, that's it for tonight. It's completely fucked. It's bugged. See you guys. I'm so sorry about this. Hopefully race 2 will be better. We do have more than one preseason race, and hopefully that goes a bit smoother. This really wasn't a great showing, not from the ORL guys, but from EA. Heaps of bugs. I didn't even know that all those crashes were caused by a bug after the red flag. People had no grip. People had no UI. People were desynced completely. It was completely stuffed. Damage was off. Corner cutting was glitched. So everything broke, and still a couple of those things are here in this restart. So that's going to be it for tonight, guys. We can't run the rest like this. Yeah, that sucks, guys. I'll see you guys for preseason race 2 if I'm commentating it. And maybe, and obviously race 1 of the season on July 9th.